Raise your hand for Will.
You obviously know Drew Sanders pretty well. Just what do you remember about him, and how happy are you to see him kind of success somewhere else?
Yeah, I'm very happy for Drew. He's getting what he deserves. He's been playing extremely well. I'm happy for him. I'm very proud of him. Drew is the type of guy that, both of us came in here. We worked extremely hard. We were roommates, actually, and we talked about things all the time like, hey, we got this. Like, just keep going, and we motivated each other. But to see him doing well at Arkansas, I'm very proud of him. So he's doing good.
Well, when you're defending the run on the edge, obviously a lot of moving parts, things you got to focus on. I mean, what are you looking at? How are you making sure that you maintain the edge when they're throwing different things at you?
As far as the running, just keying the tip pad of the tackle's shoulders, making sure that, my eyes are where they need to be, not jumping inside because I'm the edge of the defense, things like that, all the things that coach tell us, stay in your gap, be sound, be disciplined, make sure the ball don't get outside of you, make sure I'm playing with good extension, leg balance, and stuff like that to be able to maintain the edge.
Over here, Michael.
What kind of challenge does KJ Jefferson bring with his size, his speed?
It's going to be a great challenge for us. He's a really big quarterback. He can run, but he can also extend plays with his arm. We have to do a really good job containing him in the pocket because he likes to escape a lot. But it's going to be a great challenge for us. We're very excited to play him, and, it's going to be a great game.
Over here in the middle.
How do you think you've handled kind of moving around a little bit more in the defensive line this year? Either taking some attention from the offensive line or kind of trying to find that, ideal one-on-one matchup?
Can you say it again? I'm sorry.
I guess how have you kind of adjusted to moving around a little bit more along this year on the defensive line this year, doing a couple different things, kind of schematically?
Like moving around as in, like different positions?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
around the line.
I got you. Yeah, it's been fun. I think, I just have to give off credit to, the coaching staff, helping me get lined up in places where, I can, either help others make plays or I can make plays myself, but, just not to free me up, to free other people up. So I think it all just comes back to the scheme that, either Coach Golden has or any other coach has to come up with. But it's been fun. It's been great. And I'm looking for the rest of the season to what they have in store for the rest of us.
Back here, Mason.
You're one of these 5 Alabama players who have at least 20 tackles this season. So just how is it kind of competing with those guys just in practice, motivating each other just to see who can do the best on any given day?
I think it just comes back to all of us doing our job. I don't think any of us try to compete with each other on the defense. I think all of us want the defense to be great, and we want the defense to be to the standard of the Alabama defense that we know and it has been. So we want to go out there and give our all every day and put everything that we have into it every day. And I think that's just where the preparation comes from. How can we be our best selves on the field? How can we help this defense survive? How can we take it up a notch? And I think that's the type of mindset that everybody has on the defense.
Over here, Tony.
How difficult is it to do what Drew Sanders did and kind of move from edge to more of a Mike linebacker? And is that something that you feel like you could do if you had to? I mean,
honestly, for me, I don't think that's something that I could do. I think Drew's naturally probably comfortable there, in my opinion. Just looking at him play, he's having very good success at it. See ball, get ball, go, run to the ball, take the ball. A couple of instances last year when we were playing a different couple of teams, he was kind of stacked back a little bit or he was in coverage and, he can break out and go make plays in space. And I think that's where he's comfortable at. But he can also get to the quarterback if you need him to be. But, Drew's a very good athlete.
Over here, Michael.
I know you're comfortable with the ball in your hand, but when you see Kool-Aid returning those punts, is that something that must watch after making a defensive stop?
Oh, most definitely it is. Everybody gets up and go look like, let's see what Kool-Aid gonna do on this job. And he actually has a little shake and bake to him, believe it or not. So when we watch him, everybody will be on the sideline laughing all the time because he actually gets out and he actually can move really well and is very athletic.
Got 3 more. Back here in the middle.
As an edge rusher and facing a dual threat quarterback, obviously edge rushers are taught to kind of go A to B and really not slow down. But, in these dual threat option offenses, you're going to have to maybe stop and see what's kind of going on in front of you. How do you kind of prepare for that so that you're not, keeping yourself flat-footed when they are doing option or anything like that?
Well, one, Bryce is a really good quarterback, and Bryce kind of has, he probably doesn't have the frame of the quarterback we're going against, but he's very mobile and he can run like the quarterback we're going against. So I'm pretty sure. And then Jalen Milroe is another one. So, to have those type of quarterbacks on our team, Coach is going to do a good job of making sure that he shows us, what we're going to see in the game. But, as an edge rusher, like you were saying, getting the point A to B, sometimes you can't get pushed by the quarterback. I think that's going to be the biggest thing this week that that coach is probably going to harp on a lot. We can't get pushed behind the quarterback. We can't open up big lanes to have people escape. So, they're going to do a good job of helping us, make sure that doesn't happen. And the preparation all week is going to, continue to go how it's going to be playing, how we want to stop him. So, yeah.
Charlie?
As a competitor, how much do you enjoy playing on the road in front of a hostile environment?
Coach Saban always talks about this hateful competitors, and I'm starting to kind of see what he's saying. It's fun. Last year, we had a couple of road games last year. It was kind of bumpy, but I think it's really fun. We want fans to leave their own stadiums, and I think the message this week is we want fans to leave their own stadiums, and I'm going to try to preach that all week. But go out there, have fun, do your job, and make sure the fans are leaving about time halftime come, or at least by the end of the third quarter.
Okay, Tony, for the last one.
I was gonna kind of ask something about that, but do you consider yourself hateful on the field? Is that
Yeah, I do. I just don't. I tell people all the time the audacity for the other team to even step on the field is disrespectful to me. I tell people that all the time, and I think people ask me what motivates me. I said the audacity for the fans to show up and for the team to come step on the field and play with us. So that's kind of like my own little thing in my head that I go through. So yeah.
All right, do you have any questions for them?
How are you guys doing today? Everybody doing good? I'm taking notes from y'all too, so. Okay. Y'all have a good day.